There's also another, and this one's a little more nuanced, and it creates more of an avenue for Jerry Jones to weave a tangled web. He also revisited the thing that became the catalyst for the trade. It caused the relationship to fall apart. The insistence to negotiate directly with Micah Parsons and to ignore completely his agent, NFLPA certified contract representative David Mulugeta. Here's Jerry Jones from yesterday about his direct negotiations with his former pass rusher.
Jerry, do you think with the Micah deal that you let your money get mad and it just became a little bit too personal versus a football decision?
Absolutely not. Not at all. It was nothing personal. I told you I like Micah. And there was no issue regarding, as much as people wanted to make that of it, there was no issue regarding feelings relative to the negotiation. Certainly not on my part. It was just par for the course. And the facts are the negotiation was ongoing. Now, people made a lot of that we weren't talking. I had on the table the best I could do, period.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's just words. It's just noise. And I like that Jerry Jones makes himself available twice a week and then after plenty of home games. Remember, there was someone last year, maybe it was Ed Werder, somebody suggested, should the reporters not clamor to talk to him? If the guy's going to talk, we're going to listen. He's the owner of an NFL team, and as long as he's in the role of general manager of that team, he is fair game. If he's going to talk, we're going to hear it, and we're going to share it, and we're going to analyze it. I'm stunned. And, Chris, I've said this before. When I look at the way that some NFL teams are run, I'm convinced you and I could run a team. I really am. Because we've seen so many examples. This was the Matt Millen argument. Was that his argument? No, it was the Martin Mayhew argument when he succeeded Matt Millen. Martin Mayhew is a good candidate to be the GM of the Lions. This was what was spun back in whenever Matt Millen was fired.
Right.
I know how to do this job because I've been here and I've seen how not to do it.
Right.
So we've been watching for years and studying how not to do it. Just by virtue of that experience, I think we can figure out how to do it.
Well, I mean...
don't do all the dumb stuff that we've seen others do.
We certainly follow the league and have had some experience and know some people that way. We know it's not as easy as it looks, too. And also within that, hey, Jerry Jones, he's done a lot of awesome things for the league. He is entertaining. Of course, we're going to listen and talk about him when he talks. He does say some crazy things, and at the same time, right, there's a lot of strengths he brings to the table, not only for the league, but for the Cowboys, but there seems to be an issue or two every year that just hits the Cowboys, and they don't quite handle it the way we think or expect or look at other top franchises handle their business. And I think that's where it gets a little weird. And sometimes it's just like we look at it, and I think with Jerry especially, it seems like, ego and other things of that nature kind of get in the way of the conversation of the ultimate goal of winning the Super Bowl, like we always get back to. And they won Super Bowls when there was another guy running the franchise and the big ego and the owner weren't there. They were listening to the guy running football there. But things are different in Dallas. And because of that, yes, as I always say, it's a little bit of a circus. It's a little bit of a sideshow all the time. And I don't know if that's conducive to being a top-tier winning franchise in the NFL right now.
But they prefer the circus. I saw that someone recently said that Jerry Jones cares more about making money than winning, and one of the media blogs wrote about it like it was some big revelation. We've been saying that for years. He only cares about making money, and acting like he wants to win, I believe, is part of the, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, step right up and buy a ticket to come see the greatest show on earth, yada, yada, yada. It's all about getting people to renew their season tickets. I hadn't thought about this much, but one of the benefits of trading Micah Parsons in late August is it's too late for your season ticket holders to not renew them for 2025. And who knows what they would have done if while you've got that form, it came in the mail the other day and you got to make a decision. It's kind of expensive and, we can't. I mean, look, I'm amazed that the average person is even in a position to make the financial investment necessary to buy season tickets for an NFL team. If you're taking, more than two people, even if you're just taking two people, even if it's just one person, it's expensive. The whole experience, the season tickets, the parking, the food, and all the other stuff that goes along with it. But if one of the factors that, lands on your radar screen as you're deciding what to do is one of the best players gets traded, I'm out. So I think that's part of it too. I really do think he understands this is an entertainment business. He has said time and again, including when he was on the witness stand at the DirecTV trial for antitrust violations last year, it's all about being interesting. It's all about making the game interesting. And I don't care if people hate me. I just want them to be talking about me and my team. He understands that.
He understands that.
Fault.
But he does. He does.
Because he's put it ahead of winning.
Well, yeah, right. That's the problem. That's exactly the problem, right? Because I think winning, this is where I'll just disagree a little. He wants the damn Super Bowl. He could say what he wants and all of that. He wants the Super Bowl. He's looked at right now, without a better way to say it, is, one of the more crazy owners that can't get to a big game and gets in his own way on a yearly basis more than anybody. And the memes about the last time being in the NFC Championship and they only won Super Bowls because of Jimmy Johnson, that's where I think it's crazy sometimes, because it's like he wants that, but he wants the attention. And it's like, wait, if those things hit each other, you're not going to get that Super Bowl. Sorry, that one goes down and the attention goes up and dysfunction and everything there. And that's where I just don't get it. I don't understand it, because I do think he wants to win the Super Bowl. But, what he does to make it money in the sideshow and all the things you're talking about directly works against that.
Here's where the rubber potentially hits the road.
Yeah.
Okay? Are you with me?
I'm with you.
I mean, he's an incredible businessman. He's got great business instincts.
Right.
He made all the right moves at the right time when he was involved in the oil and gas business, and he made a ton of money, and he's wanted to be involved in football his whole life. The Netflix series about Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, I highly recommend it. It is excellent. It is awesome. If you haven't seen it, watch it. If you've seen it, watch it again. That doesn't mean he's a genius. Making good business decisions doesn't make you a genius, and it's entirely possible that he doesn't understand how the lust for money is hurting his team's ability to win. Look at how they handle their best players. They wait too long. They drag their feet. As I said when I had the epiphany as it related to the looming negotiations with CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott in 24, after he made the all-in comment, remember that?
Right.
At the Senior Bowl.
Right.
I'm all in. And then he changes the meaning of the word all in. We got gaslighted all offseason long about what all in friggin' means. I said the Cowboys are cheap, they're short-sighted, and they're not as smart as they think they are. And I stand by that. Jerry Jones, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, Jerry Jones is cheap, he's short-sighted, and when it comes to dealing with his players who need to be paid, he is not as smart as he thinks he is. Because if he was, he wouldn't keep doing the same things over and over again. We wait and we wait and we wait and we wait. They got Brandon Aubrey for peanuts this year. And they could use the restricted free agency tender next year and the franchise tag the year after. And he said recently, he definitely going to get him a contract. I'll believe it when I see it, because Micah was definitely getting a contract, and what happened? So I think he doesn't understand, Chris, how the circus, let's make money side of things undermines this vague desire to get him some glory hole.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. You know, there's a right type of circus or sideshow. In the mid-'90s, they had it. Right? It might have been a little bit of a circus sideshow within the locker room because of the personalities and the White House and everything they had, and they were a little crazy that way. But within that craziness in that locker room, it was still all about football and Jimmy Johnson and doing that. We've seen the Chiefs, Taylor Swift, we're here doing this, we're showing up here and doing that, but never really lose focus on football as being the main thing. And I think that's what you're saying a little bit. In Dallas, it sometimes feels like the main thing isn't the main thing. And it's hard to win the Super Bowl when that's the case.
No, the main thing is the main thing. It's just the main thing isn't winning. And they think it is. I think that's what it is. They've allowed the desire for the business to be successful to overcome the desire for the team to be successful, but they think that it's two different things. They don't realize.
Yeah, right.
I think that's it. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.